That is absolutely a broken system, and it has to change.
Amongst the late night feedings, sleepless nights, and an assortment of other pressures that people who have just had a baby may encounter, new parents may also be seeing a larger charge on their medical bills. That's because the cost of a private room here at St. Boniface Hospital has jumped from roughly $88 to $140 over the summer. Concerns about the increased costs were detailed to City News by someone with knowledge of the hospital's operations, raising concerns around quality of care for vulnerable new parents who might not be able to afford a private room. This while pointing out a problematic difference between the Health Sciences Center, where private rooms are provided free of charge. And beyond health concerns and financial hardship, the length of a stay in hospital is dictated by the complexity of delivery. The insider, who asked to remain anonymous, explained that mothers and parents are feeling like they're being treated unfairly, especially people living in communities marginalized or made vulnerable in a public system where care is supposed to be consistent across the board. The insider now calling on whoever is elected on October 3rd to address the discrepancy, which they say is not only putting young families at risk, but also a sign of a larger systematic problem in Manitoba. Interview requests with Shared Health were referred to the province, a spokesperson for the Manitoba healthcare body saying, quote, rates are set, end quote, by government. In a statement, a provincial spokesperson offered some insight into the increase, saying, quote, the private room rates were increased to bring the rate more in line with rates charged at comparable healthcare facilities in other Canadian provinces, and to also reflect the worldwide prevailing economic realities faced by the healthcare system in Manitoba. The last time the rates were increased was 2011.
We want to make sure, and our governments will make sure, if re-elected, will make sure that people get the care that they need where they need it.
PC Party leader Heather Stephenson committed to trying to address the issue at a campaign event today, announcing roughly $1.2 million in funding to support veterans. She said work it was doing as government at St. Boniface, which includes a $141 million ER expansion, will continue.
We recently did announce a new emergency room for St. Boniface. We're making significant investments in that hospital, and we'll continue to do so in a re-elected PC government.
The NDP, which held an event earlier today trying to sway swing voters, declined comment on the increase and concerns on Friday morning.
That's absolutely shocking.
While not holding any campaign events Friday, Dougald Lamont, the incumbent candidate for St. Boniface and leader of the Manitoba Liberal Party, said he was disappointed and angered to hear costs had increased at the hospital.
This is undoubtedly a systematic failure. There is no way that mothers should be treated like this, expecting mothers, and there should be no barriers at all. Look, we know, one of the things that makes childbirth different than everything else is that when it happens, and the person has no choice about it. You are forcing people and adding an extra financial burden, which should not be happening.
In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.